Get this thing started, because I don't want y'all to be waiting too long, because I mean your dreams tend to fade and dim out when you're just kind of sitting around grooving like I saw you grooving. You were shaking your head. Yeah, I saw you. But what happened to your dream? Well, look, get it back, because Mr. Ty Best is here, the manifesto man of the Dream Chaser, the person that will help you to have this dreamer's guide to surviving in a jungle of non-dreamers, and he'll help you to dream bigger. Without further preliminary, I want to welcome you to this presentation and welcome you to Mr. Ty Best. Great day, Mr. Best. You gotta unmute,
See, I'm cranked up. Hey, thank you, Mr. Roger Williams. Thank you, Mr. Tanisha Glassby. Look, I'm fired up. Look, I was jamming. I've been jumping all day between Eric Teray's thing, and then I decided to do a live 5-minute stream that turned into about 35 minutes, and now I'm back. So I'm gonna do my best to be calm tonight. I'm gonna do my best to do a 35-minute, I'm gonna try to do this presentation. I'm not gonna get off on all my stories. I'm really gonna do my best to stay right on point tonight and see how fast I can do this thing with everyone. Hey, look, welcome all the folks who join us on live stream. You know we're on GoldRocks.info, so feel free to join us there. For those who are just plugging in, because I just went live, this is the Karatbars live presentation hosted by Mr. Roger Williams. And I just do the talking. He moves the slides, he shows a slide, and I say something, okay? That's the way it works. If you're looking for a better way, you come to the right place at the right time. Do I need to expound on that? What do we mean? I like to say there's two paths out there. There's a 40 to 50 year plan. That means you start working at 18, you work till you're 65 or 75, and hope you're not broke, but there's a 95% chance you will be broke after working 40 to 50 years. Or you can get what I call our 3 to 12-month plan, or 3 to 24-month plan to freedom. Or let's put it this way, the shorter route to freedom, okay? And it might take you 3 months, it may take you 6 months, it takes you a year. But I can assure you, it will not take you 45 or 50 years. And by the way, and ultimately at the end of this journey, this better way, you will find yourself free, meaning you have time and money. Next slide, let's go. So here's what we do. We show you how to exchange gold, 24 karat gold bullion, for declining paper dollars. That's what we do. We show you how to open up a free account and start to accumulate a potential appreciating asset, a tier 1 asset, meaning it's not any risk. Contrary to what your financial planners told you, there's no risk associated with gold, because gold maintains its purchasing power irregardless of what the dollar does. Regardless of what that dollar do, gold retains its purchasing power, folks. So we're gonna show you how to get gold. Everybody should have a gold savings account. It's just that simple. We're gonna show you how to share with others to do the same thing. That's all we do. is supply people with information that shows them the importance of acquiring gold. What's the third thing we do? We show you how to develop a residual income in the process. And let me tell you something, residual income is vital. It is vital, folks, that you learn how to earn income and not sell your time to get it. All our life, we've been educated to do what? Sell our time, get money. I give you 40 hours, where's my money? I give you 10 hours, where's my money? We're going to show you how to create work that will produce for you ever and ever, ever again. That's not just will produce for you, but if something happens to you, it goes to your spouse, it's not your spouse, it goes to your kids. We're going to show you how to create ongoing residual income. We're going to show you how to do it in a duplicatable system. Nothing is mandatory, it's free to enroll, and everything's optional. Here's the real challenge we have in building our business. We have an incredible business, but guess what? We can't make it do anything. Everything here is a volunteer program. So the question to ask yourself, okay, do I want to volunteer for this? Here are the certain specific questions to ask. Where am I at right now in my life? Am I satisfied with where I am right now in my life? Okay, what would I like my future to look like? What would I like to be in my future? Now, those are major questions because most people, truly, folks, go through life and never want to ask themselves those questions because those are hard questions sometimes. It's hard to look at yourself in the mirror and say, I'm not where I want to be. Wait a minute, and accept full responsibility for where you are. Those are hard decisions. Zig Ziglar said most people go through life as wandering generalities. We just don't have any particular plan. In fact, I said most people spend more time, watch this, planning their 2-week vacation every year than they do planning their entire life. That's scary. But we're going to show you how to overcome that because we have a plan. We have a plan that change your life and it'll take you somewhere in the next 10 years. Because the question I always ask yourself is, if I do the next 10 years what I did the last 10 years, where would I be? Now, if you're 18, 19 years old, you don't have that problem. Okay, if you're 18, 19, or 20 years old and you on this thing, you are a blessed person, whether you believe it or not, understand that. By the way, my name is Ty Best. I've been a free man in America for 25 years, just for you to know. I haven't had a job in 25 years. My wife haven't had one now in 33 years. My 35-year-old son has never applied for a job. My 20-year-old son has never applied for the job. My mother hasn't had a job in over 20 years. We have a free family. And we taught people all over this world how to get free. I shouldn't say that. We've taught people. We have a system that people have plugged into that's helped create freedom for hundreds of people, if not thousands, all over this world. And you can too. The truth is, you need to get started right now today. You know why? Because you don't have enough time to keep doing what you've been doing. Okay? There's a little baby right there coming into the world smiling. Won't be smiling long. You know why? Because you're going to sit down with the child and you're going to tell them the truth. You're going to have some talk. I mean, if you're an honest parent, you will let me show you a life plan here. Life plan is you're going to start going to school. By the time you're old enough for me to put you in daycare, because I got to go back to work. God forbid, I got to go back to work. So somewhere around 3 months to 6 months, we're going to put you in daycare. And then we're going to put you in kindergarten. Then we're going to put you in elementary school. Then we're going to put you in junior high school. Then we're going to say, wait a minute, we're going to get you in high school. Now, if you get through high school, you say, really, I want to make more money. We're going to condition you to go to college. Because they're going to say, if you get a college degree, you set for life. And they're going to teach you to work for the next 45 to 50 years for somebody else. And according to the Social Security Administration, most people are broke at age 65, 95% of the population is broke. 1 becomes wealthy, 4 becomes independent. According to U.S. Census Bureau, 85% of the population is dead broke. 85% of the population after working 40 to 50 years don't have $200 in the bank. And what the alternative when you wake up at 65 with that money? Downsize your lifestyle, downsize your house. And if that's not enough, go get your little job at Walmart. That's the game plan. Not guaranteed that baby won't be smiling when you finish showing that baby that game plan. That's why we have another alternative, folks. Next slide, we rolling here. Nobody dreamed of working in Walmart at 65 or 70 years old. So the bottom line is you don't have enough time. It's take this thing seriously. We're going to show you how to create residual income. Most of us go through 12 to 16, 20 years of school, and not one class talks about how to create residual income. There's not one class taught how do you become wealthy. There's not one class to talk about exponential growth, talk about duplication. We don't know those things. Not one class talking about accumulating and appreciating assets. I went through 6 years of school, never had that stuff. Not one class talk about being an entrepreneur. Not one class that we need to show you how to outrun inflation. And not one class says in America, you must be in business for yourself. And this is not my opinion. This is a fact. I said 3 times, about the 5th time that I've said this. You are entitled to your opinion, but you are not entitled to your facts. The facts are the facts. And the facts, if you live in America and in most free countries, if you do not own a business, the first 3 months out of every year, you are working for Uncle Sam or you're working to pay taxes. If you do not have a business, you must have a business because the tax structure is designed for the person who owns a business. And why is that? Real simple. Because the business owners are the ones that stimulate the economy. The business owners are the ones that supply jobs. The business owners are the ones who buy material for construction, who buy stuff for office, the business owner, as a business owner, I buy laptops, I buy computers, I buy inks, I travel, I fly, I rent hotels. I do these things. So the tax structure in America is designed to incentivize me to invest in building my business. So investing in building my business stimulates the economy. It's really that simple, folks. Everybody should have a home-based business and everyone should have a gold savings account. That's a fact. That's not an opinion. Next slide, please. Oh, Donnie.
Oh my gosh.
Where's all your money gone, Donnie?
Taxes. 9, 10,
Taxes.
11. Let me fix my houses.
Bug, it's okay. It's part of the game.
No, it's not.
It
It's
is.
not fun.
It's not fun to what?
It's the worst part of the game.
It's what?
Taxes.
Taxes is the worst part of Monopoly. It's the worst part of the game. Now understand something, folks, real quick. Donnie's sitting there crying about his taxes, but you know what his brother's saying? I got to fix my houses. Because in every adversity, folks, lies the seed of equal great effect. This last 7 months, you're talking about adversity. This plague, this COVID situation, this financial situation, it's been adverse. But there are some people with the right frame of mind who've seen an opportunity. Jeff Bezos is not crying about his finances of Amazon. Okay, believe me, the companies that make plexiglass not crying about their business who make plexiglass all over America. Their glass is going up all over America. See, there's always the people who make hand sanitizer. They're not complaining. We done bought 100 bottles since January. Okay, there's a seed of benefit in every adversity, but you have to have the mindset to look for it. Okay. And even in the tax situation, one guy's crying, the next guy, he done managed his finances where he's taking the money he reserved from his taxes and paying and fixing his houses. So here's the deal, folks. You got to be on the right side of the quadrant. When we say the right side, we mean literally the right side. Because on the left side, you will have a job. You can pay 40% more taxes. If you own your job, doctor, dentist, accountant, you're going to pay about 60% in taxes. However, all you got to do is move to the right side, that B side there, and own a business. That's what Karybar puts you in a position to do, is to own a business. And we're going to teach you how to own a business and put money to work for you. Okay. We're going to show you the difference between linear income and residual passive income. All our lives, you know what we've been taught to do? Sell our time for money. That's fixed income. We make $500 a week, every week. I didn't need the boss sit us down and give us a raise. Now we make $510 every 2 weeks in income. That's a fixed income. But once we become an entrepreneur, we're going to show you how to outwork exponential inflation. But we're going to show you how to leverage the time, energy, and efforts of other people. But before we show that, you know what we got to do? We're going to have to teach you how to dream, and we have to teach you the truth about money. See, the truth about money says this, Mr. Michael Delco himself. This is a gentleman you're looking at here. Understand something now. This guy knows something about money. He spent 15 years as a mortgage banker. He knows money. He knows numbers. He knows finances. And then he gets in Karybar and he takes it to a whole nother level of understanding about money. And this is what he learned in Karybar. That, watch this, he says money. Well, you know what constitutes real money? The real definition of money is anything that's defined as money. It must store your value. What's your value? That time, that energy, that effort, that time you sold that job, it must be stored in something. Now, when they give you that fiat money, you take it, put it in the bank, it's not being stored properly. Because that's not money. That's fiat money. Okay, that's a promissory note. That's a debt note. It's not storing your labor. Okay, It must store your labor, and it must be worth more than in the future it is today. When Mr. Delk and I got started in 2013 in Karatbars, we started saving real money, and that real money was gold. And gold at that point was $1,100 an ounce. Now it goes over $2,000 an ounce. Warren Buffett, one of the richest men in the world, said, if you don't find a way to make money while you sleep, you will work until you die. Now watch this real quick before you go to the next slide. I got to tell you, Warren Buffett been walking around for the last 5-6 years poo-pooing gold. He been saying, hey, gold, it's a commodity, gold might go up, might go down. And he been bullish on the stock market. Warren Buffett just invested millions of dollars from his stock portfolio and invested in one of the biggest gold institutions in the world. See, this ain't Ty Best talking. This ain't me talking. That's Warren Buffett. If you don't listen to me, if you're not going to listen to Denisha Glass, if you're not going to listen to Roger Williams, not going to listen to somebody who invited you to this call, listen to one of the richest men on the planet. And we've said in Karatbars all the time, especially in wealth, we say what? Do what the wealthy do, not what the wealthy say. Woo, so simple. Get it? Oh, man. Success is a study of the obvious. Next slide, please. Man, we wrote it. I'm going to be through this thing. J. Paul Getty, one of the first billionaires on the planet, said, I would rather have 1% of 100 people's efforts than 100% of my own efforts. Every now and then I run across somebody, Roger, and they say, well, you know what? I don't particularly care for that network marketing referral stuff because I like dependent upon me. I said, I know, but that's why you broke. I said with a smile. So what? I said, because you one person. You can't outwork inflation. You can't do it. So you got to learn how to use leverage. And that's what J. Paul Getty said. Leverage is learn how to use the talent, efforts of other people. Let them make 99% of their effort. But you just get a little tiny piece, 1%, and that 1% will make you wealthy. More important, if you can't work, that 99%, that 1% you're getting from thousands of people who, not getting from them, but getting because those thousands of people being productive will pay you for the rest of your life, whether you can work or not. That's what we're going to teach you to do in Karatbars. So the first thing was say, pay yourself first. That's the first number one student to me. Learn how to pay yourself first. And by the way, man, I can't believe I can get through 16 years of school and it was never taught to me by one professor, never said pay yourself first. You know why? Because the working class is taught to consume. We taught to consume, we taught to spend. That box I got sitting right here beside my office, it's a beautiful television. But every 8 minutes, it's got an ad saying buy, 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 buy. You cannot undo that conditioning process if you don't make a conscious decision. So we taught to spend, to spend, to spend. The working class is taught to spend every dime they get. And if anything's left over, save. You know why that don't work, folks? I'm going to, as a wealthy person, as a person who's made a whole lot of money, this is what I learned over 20-some years when I started making what people would classify. So it's not a whole lot of money, depends on who you're talking to. It's a whole lot of money compared to what 95% of the population make. This is what I've learned. Oh, man, write this one down. There is always something else to buy. I don't care if you're making $100,000 a month or $1 million a month, there's always something else to buy. You can go from wearing a $13,000 Rolex to a $100,000 Rolex. You can go from wearing a $20 necktie to a $100 necktie. You go from wearing a $20 shirt from JCPenney or $25 to a $100 shirt. Monogram, custom. I mean, there's always something else to buy. So you got to learn to pay yourself first. That's what the wealthy do. They pay themselves first, they invest, and then they pay the bills, the mortgage, the house, the car, all those things later. And when they discipline themselves, learn how to pay themselves first, to get gold first, whoo, then all of a sudden the day gonna come. You can buy all the things you want. I heard a long time ago, you can have things or money, but you can't have both. And when you learn how to discipline yourself and not get the things, you're gonna learn how to get all the money you want, and you will eventually have both. But how do you do this? You gotta recondition yourself. You got to retrain your brain to pay yourself first. You got to retrain your brain to cut the TV off. You got to retrain your brain to do what's uncomfortable. You got to retrain your brain to do the inconvenient. You got to retrain your brain to chase your dream. And you got to retrain your brain to dream. Okay? How you do that? By plugging into our system. Learn how to start a simple and duplicatable business with Karatbars from the comfort of your home. Man, if you don't get this now, if your friends and relatives don't get this now, I don't know what else to say to them, folks. I mean, COVID says stay home. So now, other than waiting for the government to send some money, if you don't have a home-based business, what do? People ask me all this time, how you doing through COVID? I said, man, I'm doing fine because I quarantined myself 25 years ago. I love staying home. I love being free. I love making money from home. The two instruments I make money from are right here, right now. This laptop I'm talking to you on and this live stream right here on Facebook. This is what I do. I've been doing it for years. Who do we do it with? A company called Karatbars International, located in Stuttgart, Germany. Located 1 block from the Mercedes-Benz headquarters, started in 2011. Okay, we operate fully licensed e-commerce company in 149 countries right now. Okay, we're rolling. We're not on trial. We're 1 block from the Mercedes-Benz corporate headquarters, so we're not hiding. We're not on trial. We're open and wide open, and you're not the guinea pig here. 1 million plus people already joined Karatbars. Next slide, man. I tell you, I'm making time today. That's Dr. Harold Sykes himself. Okay, now I can say a lot. Yes, he's an author. Yes, he's on a $100 million plus corporation. Incredible gentleman. Okay, I've had breakfast with him, lunch with him, dinner with him. He come to our events. I met him eyeball to eyeball. We saw each other on the other side of the country. He know me and I know him. Different kind of relationship here, folks. Roger Williams knows him. Tanisha Glassman knows him. He says his mission when he started this company. Watch this mission, folks. My mission is to produce the highest quality of gold available in the market. Make it easily accessible to the masses of honest people. That's you, that's me. Around the world at a price point we can afford. Most people cannot afford to open an account for $25,000, all the setup fees, all the transaction fees, and start saving gold. And wait a minute, in an ounce at $2,000 at a time. Dr. Harold says, I believe I made gold affordable at 1 gram at a time, and that's how he launched the company. People would respond. And folks, so far, 1 million people have opened up gold savings accounts and have responded. And what's the goal? To eliminate all these people from a system of debt. J.P. Morgan said, gold is money. Everything else is credit. One of the first billionaires as well. Alan Greenspan, the former head of the Federal Reserve, said, gold is always accepted. See, gold is money all over the world. This is why I tell you got to get this in your brain. We're not selling a lotion, potion, pill, nothing against those things. I made a fortune selling those things, marketing those things, but it's not gold. Dr. Miles Monroe said, what, get gold, get in there and lock it down. He said around 2013, 2014, okay? And then Sean P. Diddy Combs did what? So he's transferring all his wealth to gold. Okay, when Prince died, Prince didn't have a single stock, a single bond, but he had over $800,000 of gold. Do what the wealthy do. Not what you think they do, not what you heard they do. You want to start acquiring gold right now. Here's our gold. It's Cash Gold. Number 1, Cash Gold's card is equipped with a black light technology to authenticate that our gold is real. See, you're here now 9 years later. That's a valid question 9 years ago. It's just not a valid question today. I give you all the time, come in and get all these questions. I said, look, I can save you a lot of trouble if you trust me. So why? We got 100 million people involved. We've been in business 9 years. Now, unless you come some kind of genius, Mensa savant or something, you're not about to ask us a question that we have not already answered over 10,000, 20,000, 30,000 times. I understand you got your questions, but let's just be real. 1 million people have come before you. You're not going to answer the question, but just to make you feel comfortable, there's an authentication. There's physical gold being shipped to your house by FedEx. It's digital, and it also can be convertible to other currencies. And man, we got some stuff coming down the road that I can't even talk about, but I wish I could. Okay, we digitalize gold. That's all I'm trying to tell you. Our compensation plan. You want to know how you get paid? What's the bottom? How do I make this money? Okay, first thing I got to do is disclaimer. I'm gonna do 2 disclaimers. Right, let me stay for 1 minute. First disclaimer is we can't look. I know you're gonna make money. In fact, I'm thoroughly convinced the only way not to make money in Karatbars is don't get in. He said, how can you say such a thing? Because all you got to do is get involved and save gold. You go make money. I just told you 5 minutes ago that when I started saving gold, gold was $1,100 an ounce. Now it's over $2,000. That means any gold I've acquired over the last 6+ years, almost 7 years there in Karatbars, I've made money on. Okay, I haven't sold the gold, but the gold has appreciated in value. That means I made money. So if I did nothing but just stockpile, I made money. That's the first way you make money. So I can look at anybody and say, if you win, not if, when you get a free gold account, when you set up your free gold account and you start exchanging declining paper dollars for gold, you're gonna make money. But I still have to say, but we're not financial advisors. Okay, check with your financial advisor for advice. We can't guarantee how much money you're gonna make. You know why? Because we don't know, because everybody's different. So everything we're gonna show you from henceforth is an illustration. It's a mathematical example. It's a possibility. Oh, by the way, we already do have people, again, we're not on trial. We have people who made $5,000, $10,000, $20,000 a month, $100,000, $100+ a month already in Karatbars. The compensation plan is not on trial. The product's not on trial. Our training and development system, nothing on trial here. The only thing on trial is you. What's your dream? What's your dream? Because I can show you all these numbers, but if you don't have a dream, if you don't have something that you're emotional about, there's something that fires you up to make you want to apply yourself to make this work for you, you won't do it. So I was 20 years old when a guy invited me into this world of networking or referral marketing, and I got excited. I didn't get excited about selling pantyhose, lipstick, lotion, potion, alarms. I didn't get excited about none of that stuff. That was a part of the process. I didn't really even get excited about the compensation plan because I didn't even understand it. Okay? I was too goofy to even understand it. What I got excited about was when that guy started talking about that dream. He started talking about the dream, and folks, I didn't get excited really about the dream. First dreams he talked about was buying new cars and buying a new home and travel around the world. And here I was, 28 years old. I had a new home. I had a pool in the backyard. I had 4 cars in the driveway, 2 brand new Lincolns, a company Lincoln, a Lincoln I owned, a Grand Marquis, and a Ford Mustang. My wife was a flight attendant, so I flew around the world for peanuts. So I had, by the time I was 24 years old, what most people call the American dream. And I was frustrated with that American dream because I knew it was a destination to nowhere. I was looking for the road less traveled. And this guy stopped me and he started talking about making money. I didn't get excited. But when that joker started talking about freedom, I said, what's this freedom thing? After 6 years of education, 6 years in corporate America, my wife, the same thing, 12 years of education, 12 plus 4, 6 years of education. That's 30 years, 64 years of education, 30 years of education, 2 of us. Okay. And we both had 6 years in corporate America, and no one had ever talked to us about being free. I didn't know what freedom was. I didn't know what the guy was talking about. That's why I'm spending so much time with. This is the most important part of the whole night. Because if you don't have a dream that you get emotional about, you get passionate about, this don't mean anything to you. You can save a little gold, but you're not going to cut the TV off. You're not going to go after your dreams. You got to find that thing you wanted. And I'm sitting there, we talk about cars, I didn't want it. He talk about travel, I didn't want it. He talk about all that material stuff, Rolex, what? Yeah, I got all that stuff. None of that stuff fired me up. Boy, when that joker started talking about firing the boss, man, I just, what are you talking about here? Fire the boss. Sleep till the crack of noon. Sleep till you get finished sleeping. And the guy saying it was on stage, he was 32 years old, had a wife, 2 Cadillacs in the driveway, a brand new kid, and nobody had a job. I started taking notes. Okay. I said, wait a minute. What's this freedom thing, folks? That's what the ultimate dream in Karatbars is, freedom. Yes, if you want a new car, you can get a new car. Yes, you want to pay off your bills, you want to pay off your bills. That's great. But you got to find that thing. And the ultimate dream is freedom. You know why? And freedom is time and money. And you can be free on $5,000 a month or $10,000 a month or $20,000. The average person don't bring home no more than $2,000 to $3,000 a month in a job for 40 hours a week. I love what Tanisha Glassford says. I'd rather be free and make $50,000 a year than be on somebody's job and make $100,000 a year. I'm with you, Tanisha, all day long. Freedom is what this thing is all about, folks. You ever thought about firing your boss? Get fired up. That's emotional. That'll get you fired up. Okay? And then still drive the cars of your dream. Still live where you want to live. I was living in California. And I decided I'm moving to Atlanta, Georgia. Nobody told me to go there. My wife and I said, where do we want to stay? And we moved to Atlanta, Georgia. Lived for 50 years. So where do we want to live now? We want to move to Virginia. And we moved back to Virginia. I didn't have to check with the boss, check with nobody, ask for permission, just did it. That's what freedom's all about. Anyway. Boy, let's move on. Are you ready to make money? Let's go to this 90-day fast stop. This, look, watch this. This is how simple it really is. You don't have to complicate it. You don't have to know all this stuff and have all these stirs. I like to tell, man, keep this thing simple. This is an example of what you can do in the next 90. Let's go 90 to 120 days. Let's don't. I said, I don't want to feel like I'm trying to oversell you. I'm not. Took me 12 years to get free. So I'm showing you 90-day plan of freedom. 90 days to 12 months if you want. Took me 12 years. And watch what I'm going to say this to you, and then we'll go through these numbers. I would do it again if it took me 25 years. Folks, if you understand that most people will never know freedom ever in their lifetime, they'll spend their whole life waking up every morning, going to work Monday through Friday, going to work Monday through Friday, going to work Monday through Friday, and doing it year after year after year after year after year after year till their body breaks down. Man, this is worth it. Okay? This is just an example. So we got to change your mindset. You know why we got to change your mindset? Because most of us have been taught to set our time for money. We've been taught to think like employees. We don't understand what this thing. So we said, look, what do we got to do first? We can tell people about saving money, building wealth. People want to know, how do I make some money? In this economy, show me the fast way I can make some money. Here it is. Open yourself a free gold account with a multi-gold package. Package number 4. No discussion. Package number 4. Stretch yourself and get package number 4. One time for life. That's like your franchise fee, your business fee, your operating fee, everything. You can get some gold with that. You can get some other stuff in there, but it sets you up in business and it puts you on what we call our dual team. It also sets you to get a 10% direct commission for anybody you refer in the whole world in 149 countries. You get 10% on the first level anybody you refer. Watch what J. Paul Getty said. And you pick up a 3% on anybody that first level refer, and a 2% on anybody they refer. So if your first level, you go show 10 or 20 people, that's great. You get a 10% for everyone who decided to get a package number 4. And then if they go out and sell 3 or 4 people each, you look up on the second level, you got 100 people, and you pick up 3%. That's work you didn't even do. You didn't even invite them. And you pick up 3% while you sleep, wake, on vacation, traveling, or on your job, you still make 3% on your job. And then with the next level, you pick up 2%. That's part of the fast track, man. It happens automatically, and it happens 25 days, 7 days a week. Okay? And how it happens, man, that's what J. Paul Getty said. What? That's what we talk about when we say leverage. And by the way, you don't learn this in school. Nobody teaches this. This is something we have to teach you if you don't understand it. And most people right now still don't understand that. That's why they're so glad to sell 40 to 60 hours a week time. But once you understand this, you can't do that again. You can do it, but you're going to be figuring out how to get some leverage, how to create an income that comes 24/7, whether you get out of bed or not, whether you're sick, healthy, old, or young. Okay? That's simple. The Karatbars advantages. Okay? International annual company. Operates in 149 countries. By the way, you want to vet the company? It's already been vetted. FedEx is a $1 billion brand. Don't believe for a second they'd risk their $1 billion brand playing around with some little thing, some little money game. This is real deal. This is big business. We're that #1 customer in the whole world. Commissions are paid on a privately issued MasterCard. 1 million people already got involved, so you're not the guinea pig. 1 million people have come before you. And by the way, don't think like, oh man, that's credibility. There are 7.5 billion people on the planet. Okay, when you enroll for free, you get a multi-million-dollar software that doesn't cost you a dime. It operates 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, worldwide. It tracks every single 1/10 of a gram of volume that's acquired or moved anywhere in the world on your team. And your team starts with you. You're the CEO of your own company. You don't work for me. You don't work for Ms. Glass. You don't work for Mr. Roger Williams. You don't work for Karatbars International. You're an independent owner for yourself. And then Wealth Builders Worldwide, we have a complete support and training system that operates 25 days, 7 days a week, and will give you all support. This presentation you're seeing is a part of it. So you don't even have to learn the presentation. You don't even have to learn the presentation. Was number 9 or that's 8? Okay. Oh, and your account, man, this is important. Is a willable part of your estate. So if something happens, you can will it to your family, to your friends, to your children, whoever you want to will it to your spouse, to your kids, whoever you want to will it to. Unlike your job, unlike your profession, unlike your dental practice, unlike your medical practice, you can't will that to your family. But this thing you're building, and by the way, we're not guessing, it's not a theory, okay? We had several of the top income earners in the company pass away, and it left their wives with substantial income where the money is the last thing they're worried about. I'll leave it at that. Hey, Mr. Williams, do we have the slide that shows what happened in the 12 weeks. Do we have that slide available at all? How do you, okay, here we go. Watch this. I want you to see this because I want you to see how simple this thing is. Now watch this. If you write this down for the guests, write this as what I got to do. Write this down. Number one, you got package number 4, right? And now we're going to say, what you want to do is find 2 people to get package number 4. Do you need to know about the goal? No, you don't. Eventually, you will learn. We train every Sunday night at 9 o'clock on the same address, GoRocks.info. So be a Sunday, you learn all you need to learn. But here's what you need to know. You got your package number 4. Go find 2 people, someone on the planet of 7.5 billion to get a package number 4. Okay, and you can do that in an hour. You can do it in a day. You can do it in a week. You can take a whole year to do it. That's your choice. We suggest you do it fast. And by the way, 1 week is really not fast. 1 week is just you still sort of poking around. But let me tell you what can happen when just everyone on your team take a whole 7 days to find 2 people on a planet of 7.5 billion that say, I want a package number 4. So your first week, you took a whole week to do it. You found 2 and you made $140. You said, that's good. That's your direct commission. Okay. Then the second week it happened. They went out and found 2. You didn't find them. They went and found. Now, by the way, you can find more than 2. People in the room, in the chat room, type out the people you sponsor, let people know that there's more than 2 about there to be found. Just let people know there's more than 2. There's more than 2. Look at 26. Okay, just type in the chat room 98, 217, 60. Okay, look, almost. See, Tanisha Glass just embarrasses all. And you know what really is embarrassing about what Tanisha? Hey, Miss Sylvia Quarter, 39. Look at that. Look at that. Matthew Taylor, 415. Oh, God, that's embarrassing. Good God, Matthew Taylor. You in beast mode. You know what's really sad about those Tanisha Glass doing 600? Tanisha Glass, when I met her 6 years ago, one of the shyest, to me, one of the shyest, quietest, soft-spokenest people I've ever met in my lifetime. And she's not soft-spoken on Facebook. Now, it goes on Facebook, just got a level for who she is. Okay. But if you meet in person, she sounded the nicest, sweetest person. You'd ask yourself, how in the world she enrolled 600 people? But anyway, week 2, you made $85. That's that 3%. Week 3, you got 8 people. Now listen, nothing miraculous happened in your business, but it went from 2 people to 4 people to 8 people. That's exponential growth. That's geometric progression. That's things they should teach you really in elementary school. They teach you multiplication, but they don't show the power of multiplication when it comes to numbers, leverage, people, and money. You got to apply that stuff to something. See, you really should be just learning math to learn math. Okay, but watch this. Week 4, that's a whole month into the program. You now got 600x level, you made $118. I mean, you ain't all excited, but here's what you should be excited about. It's more, and you created it. You didn't have to go ask the boss for a raise. You created that income. Okay, then watch week 5, what happens? Oh man, it jumps to 32. You go, okay. So you made $200. Now, in total, you made 200, 300, 400. You made over $500 in that 5 weeks. Part-time, you didn't quit your job. You're not killing yourself. You're taking a whole week to get 2. And then you went back and watched TV, and they went out and got 2, got 2. And then watch what's happened week 6. All of a sudden, you said, oh, this thing's getting better. Week 6, you made $400 that week. You said, man, okay. That's on top of that, your current income. Your current job, now you got to keep it in this perspective. And then let's go to week 7, 128 in your team. Man, your team is starting. We got over 200-something people in your team. Your team is starting to grow. And it's not based on your ability to perform. It's based on what you get started. See, in networking, we get paid for our faith to get started and for what we start. And now you got something started. You can't stop. Here's a question to ask yourself. Do you know those 64 people that got in week 6? Do you know those people got in week 7? No, you don't. Why are they doing it? They're not doing the work for you. They got their own dreams and goals. Everybody starts the same place. Watch week 8, 264. Watch week, look at that, $1,500. Ooh, it's starting. Now you starting to look smart now. You starting to feel yourself now. You start believing this thing. In fact, you might have went out and got 2 more, or maybe 4 more, or maybe 6 more. Don't limit yourself. Don't go for the minimums. Expand your dream. Think bigger. Watch week. Look at week 9. Oh, but it's getting good now. 3,000. That's not the month, folks. That's for the week, and you've done that in 2.5 months. Not quite 2.5 months. Good God. From home in your own business, no overhead, no employees, no place to go. Let's go to week 10. Oh, 6,000. Week 11. Oh, my God. I'm losing my breath. Week 12. Now, folks, now look, let me tell you something. You said, man, I can't believe that. That's right. I know. But it's just math. You know why we can't guarantee that income? Because we can't make you do anything. God Almighty, if we could somehow make everybody just go get day 2. I mean, you get your 2, go back and watch TV, and in 12 weeks, man, you be made over $25,000. You be over $10,000 a week in ink, man. You be rolling. But really, you be so excited, you done beat up. By then, you been got you 10, 20, 30. Can't know, you be running around, can't nobody tell me nothing. I mean, you be fired up about this thing. Then watch this. Watch this. We'll go back one second, Mr. Roger. I'm almost done. Go back to me 1 second. I got to say something else about this slide. Just give me 1 second. Now, let's cut all those numbers in half. If you don't believe those, cut them all in half. Would you still be happy? Okay, cut that 25,000 down to 12,500. Would you still be happy? Cut it down to 6,500. Cut it down to 3,000. See, you win here. Okay, that mathematical example, yes, that's a perfect scenario. But wait a minute, that's in 12 weeks. What if it really took you 12 months to do it? You'll still be happy. You'll still be the top 1-2% income bracket in the world, all from home and no employees. You have to start dealing with another thing, Mr. Delk, I talk about all the time. I call it success guilt. What's that? When you're sitting at home and you're listening to people on the news and everybody's talking about their job not coming back and their business done crashed and what they're going to do. And you're sitting saying, gee, I made $4,000-$5,000 this week. I better get out of my pajamas. Not that you're a genius. God bless you and introduce you to a system that works outside of COVID, that works outside of the Federal Reserve, that works outside existing banking system, that works outside existing infrastructure, works outside of existing job market. You're on the outside, inside the carrot bars, outside looking at the world going, wow, this is a better way. That's all I want to say. You win here, folks. So get back with the person who invited you and understand you win. Lord have mercy. 3 things after seeing this presentation. And I'm done, man. I'm done before 10 o'clock tonight. I'm gonna pat myself on the back. STM, save a lot of gold, tell a lot of people make a lot of money. Save a lot of gold, tell a lot of people make a lot of money. What do we say you have to do? Write this down, get a number 4 pack. What do you do next? Teach 2 people how to get a number 4 pack. What's the 3rd thing you do? Watch this. Teach all the people you show how to get a number 4 pack. Teach them how to do steps 1 and 2. Step 1, get a number 4 pack. Step 2, teach 2 people get a number 4 pack. Step 3, teach everybody how to do steps 1 and 2. Keep it that simple. They want to learn some more, great. Get on the training on Sunday night at 9 o'clock, goldrocks.info. We'll teach all about gold. We'll teach you the value of gold. We'll teach all about the back office, teach all about cryptocurrency, teach all about the phone, the laptops, and all the other stuff that's going on in the world of carrot bars. But in the meantime, you can do what Tanisha Glassford did. You can earn and learn at the same time. And if you step out on faith and do what we recommend that you do, you're going to earn so much faster than you learn. I'm saying it. You're going to earn so much faster than you learn. But if you insist on learning to earn, you're only going to slow down your own income. That's all I can say to you. Take a snapshot of that page right there. That's your whole support network. That's all your support people right there. That's all their names. That's all the things that are happening every single day. There's something that happens every single day. Remember when I talked about retraining your brain? Well, you want to retrain your brain. How do you retrain your brain? I'll call it at 10:45. Okay. Read something in a book every single day. Read something in a book every single day. Read 5 or 10 minutes in a book every single day. Every single day. Not some days. Every single day. Think You Go Rich every single day. My book, Dream Chaser Manifesto. I got something somewhere around here. Okay, every single day. Well, I gotta read. Okay, watch this. We done. What you know so far in life has gotten you where you are. If you want to be someplace else, okay, you need to learn something new. This is not that deep. I get people all the time say, Tyrone, man, I'm gonna get where you are. I said, I want you to. But just as important, when you get where I am, hopefully if I did my job right, I'm someplace else. I'm no longer here. And I don't mean here physically. I mean here in the mind that I have grown and see the same thing. It's like right now, I'm working on making $1 million a month in income. Why do I read, every single day? Because I'm looking for the secret to help me get to $1 million a month in income. And I figure it's something I don't know. And that thing I don't know might just be in a book somewhere. Anyway, thank you guys very much. Thank you, Mr. Roger Williams. Thank you, Mr. Tanisha Glassford. Thank you, everybody, for plugging in. I would encourage you, please get back with the person who invited you. Okay, and understand, man, This is the greatest business opportunity the world has ever seen for the average person to change their life. Dream big and don't let anybody steal your dream. I hope. Good night.